Today, we're going to bring you 20 open-world games that you probably let pass without giving them a chance. Some games that had a troubled launch, others that were completely overshadowed by bigger titles. But on the other hand, they are games with detailed and immersive worlds, and that deserve to be more recognized. So, let's start with Watch Dogs. One of the most underrated games in its franchise, it achieved great hype with its trailers, but all expectations were dashed when the game was released, failing to deliver what it promised. The graphics were downgraded, and the game had dozens of gameplay issues, in addition to being overshadowed by the success of GTA 5 in 2014, as Rockstar's critically acclaimed hit continued to dominate the open-world genre, drawing attention away from Watch Dogs. However, Ubisoft rushed to fix the game, releasing several patches to update, fix glitches, and improve graphics. Today, Watch Dogs is a title that deserves a second look. Although it is tempting to jump straight to Watch Dogs 2 or even Legion, it is worth checking out this first title in the franchise. The story and the world in a hyper-connected Chicago are simply incredible and well-made. The game masterfully blends stealth, action, and strategy, allowing you to choose between hacking your way to victory or engaging in intense firefights. The protagonist Aiden's quest for revenge is a tale of moral ambiguity, where each mission pulls him deeper into the city's underbelly, revealing secrets, betrayals, and the darker side of technological power.
Leave me alone!
Biomutant is a game that has suffered a lot from negative reviews, but it is still a game that offers an immersive experience that is worth giving a chance. One of the game's greatest strengths is its vast and colorful open world, a post-apocalyptic landscape full of stunning biomes, bizarre creatures, and hidden secrets. Exploration is the heart of Biomutant, from ancient ruins to lush forests and toxic swamps. Every corner of the map invites you to discover its mysteries. The world feels alive, full of curious places to discover, side quests to complete, and collectibles that reward your curiosity. Biomutant's gameplay features a unique blend of martial arts and shooting mechanics, allowing you to switch between melee combat, gunplay, and special powers. The crafting system is deep and flexible, allowing you to create an arsenal of weapons that suit your playstyle, from bizarre contraptions to devastating melee weapons. The game also offers a variety of character mutations that allow you to customize your abilities, making each playthrough a fresh experience. The game's charming art style, coupled with its quirky narrative and memorable characters, adds a layer of whimsy that sets it apart from typical open-world RPGs. For those who enjoy games that reward exploration, Biomutant is an adventure worth trying, despite its mixed reviews on Steam. Set in a dystopian future where America is occupied by a foreign power, Homefront: The Revolution offers a gritty open-world shooter experience. You play as Ethan Brady, a resistance fighter leading a guerrilla war against the occupying forces. While the game struggled at launch, updates and patches have transformed it into a solid open-world experience that's worth checking out. The game's setting, a ruined Philadelphia, comes to life with a sense of tension and danger around every corner. The open world is divided into red, yellow, and green zones, each offering different challenges, from open warfare to stealth-based sabotage missions. The crafting and customization system adds depth to the gameplay, allowing you to modify weapons and gadgets to suit your playstyle. Homefront: The Revolution may have had a rocky start, with bugs and gameplay issues upon its release, which have now been fixed, making it a game that offers an engaging and challenging experience for those who love open-world urban shooters. Xenoblade Chronicles X, a game that left fans disappointed because it didn't meet all their expectations, but all this negative criticism may be unjustified. Despite this, the game offers an open world that is as breathtaking as it is dangerous. You play as a member of Blade, an organization searching for humanity's lost home after Earth's destruction. The sheer scale of this game is staggering, with diverse biomes, towering creatures, and a seamless world that's truly open from the start. What sets Xenoblade Chronicles X apart is the freedom it offers. Whether it's exploring the vast landscapes on foot or piloting giant mechs known as skells, the game's combat is complex, using a real-time battle system with tactical depth that requires you to master each character's abilities and exploit enemy weaknesses. With its stunning visuals, endless exploration, and deep RPG elements, Xenoblade Chronicles X is a gem that deserves far more recognition. Next up is Mad Max, a game that was overshadowed by the launch of others' huge titles in 2015, such as The Witcher 3 and Bloodborne. But that doesn't take away from the fact that it's truly an amazing game, not only because the game is set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland inspired by the iconic film series, but also because of its gameplay, fighting for survival against ruthless gangs, and scavenging for parts to build the ultimate war machine. The game's setting is harsh but stunning, with vast desert landscapes, dynamic weather, and intense sandstorms that add to the atmosphere. Mad Max is all about vehicular combat, with fully customizable cars that you can upgrade to suit your playstyle. Beyond the car battles, the game's hand-to-hand combat is brutal and satisfying, using a melee system similar to the Arkham series. The wasteland is filled with secrets to uncover, from hidden camps to strange landmarks, making exploration rewarding. Mad Max captures the raw energy of the films, offering a thrilling open-world experience that's often overlooked. LEGO City Undercover is a lighthearted open-world game that blends the fun of a LEGO game with a detective story set in a sprawling city. You play as Chase McCain, an undercover cop on a mission to take down the notorious criminal Rex Fury. The game's sense of humor and charming storytelling make it a joy to play, offering a mix of platforming, puzzle solving, and exploration that's suitable for all ages. The city is packed with collectibles, secrets, and side missions that encourage exploration. The visuals are colorful, capturing the LEGO aesthetic perfectly while still feeling like a living, breathing city. LEGO City Undercover is often overlooked because of its family-friendly style, but it's a game that has enough depth and creativity to keep even seasoned gamers entertained. Elex is an ambitious RPG from Piranha Bytes, known for their Gothic and Risen series. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world that blends science fiction and fantasy, offering a unique open-world experience. You play as Jax, a former soldier who is stripped of his powers and left to survive in a world filled with dangerous creatures, warring factions, and ancient technology. The game's setting is diverse, with everything from futuristic ruins to lush forests and barren wastelands. In terms of world building, world detail, and well-written dialogue, this game is right up there with the best in the open-world RPG genre. The sense of exploration and discovery is strong as you uncover the world's secrets piece by piece. The combat may not be the best, but it's enough to provide hours of fun. Elex's highlight is its faction system, where your choices affect your alliances and the outcome of the story. Elex may not have the polish of a AAA game, but its ambition and unique world make it a fascinating open-world RPG. Kingdom Come: Deliverance is a realistic medieval RPG that drops you into the role of Henry, the son of a blacksmith, as he seeks revenge for the destruction of his home and family. Unlike most fantasy RPGs, Kingdom Come is grounded in historical accuracy, with no magic or mythical creatures. Instead, the game offers an authentic medieval experience, from the detailed armor and weaponry to the historically accurate locations and events. The combat is complex and challenging, using a realistic system that requires precise timing and skill to master. The game's open world is vast and beautifully crafted, with forests, castles, and villages that feel alive and lived in. Kingdom Come: Deliverance is a game that requires patience and dedication, but for those willing to dive into its world, it's one of the most rewarding and immersive medieval RPGs available. Outward is a survival RPG that puts you in the shoes of an ordinary adventurer rather than a hero or chosen one. The game is all about surviving in a harsh world, dealing with hunger, thirst, the elements, and dangerous creatures. The definitive edition includes all the updates and expansions, making it the best way to experience this unique open-world game. Outward is designed to be played solo or in co-op, adding a layer of strategy and teamwork to every encounter. The world of Outward is vast and challenging, with a focus on exploration and discovery. You're not given a clear path or quest markers, forcing you to learn the lay of the land and manage your resources carefully. The game's combat is tactical, requiring patience and planning, as each enemy encounter can be deadly. It's a game that rewards perseverance and offers a sense of accomplishment that few RPGs can match. Mafia Definitive Edition is a remake of the classic 2002 game that tells the story of Tommy Angelo, a cab driver who gets pulled into the dangerous world of the mob in the 1930s Lost Heaven. The game's narrative is gripping, capturing the rise and fall of a man who is torn between loyalty and survival. The remake's visuals are stunning, with detailed environments that bring the era to life, from vintage cars to classic architecture and speakeasies. The gameplay is a mix of tense shootouts, high-speed chases, and exploration, all set against a beautifully recreated city that feels authentic to the time period. Mafia Definitive Edition doesn't just update the graphics. It adds depth to the characters and story, making it feel like a classic film noir brought to life. It's a must-play for fans of crime dramas and open-world adventures.
There's more! Volley faster!
If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps support the channel and keeps us bringing you great content. There are 10 more games. Stay on the video and don't miss them. The Forgotten City began as a mod for Skyrim, but has since evolved into a standalone game that tells a gripping time loop mystery set in an ancient Roman city. You play as a modern-day traveler who gets trapped in a city where a single person's sin can doom everyone. Your goal is to solve the mystery and prevent disaster by questioning residents, exploring the city, and uncovering hidden secrets. What makes the Forgotten City stand out is its storytelling, which focuses on moral choices, dialogue, and logical deduction. Every character has a story, and each decision you make can lead to multiple outcomes, encouraging you to replay and experiment. The game's visuals bring the Roman city to life with intricate architecture and lush environments that make exploring a joy. If you love narrative-driven games with deep choices, The Forgotten City is a hidden gem you shouldn't miss. Ghostwire takes you to a supernatural and terrifying version of Tokyo, where nearly all of the city's population has vanished. You play as Akido, a young man possessed by a spirit detective, as you battle against spirits and uncover the mystery behind the city's disappearance. The game's visual style is mesmerizing, blending traditional Japanese aesthetics with modern urban environments, all wrapped in an unsettling yet captivating atmosphere. The combat is unique, focusing on elemental magic and spiritual abilities that allow you to weave spells, capture spirits, and purify haunted locations. Exploration is key as you navigate the city's narrow streets, rooftops, and temples, encountering bizarre and fascinating spirits inspired by Japanese folklore. Ghostwire Tokyo stands out for its creative combat, stunning visuals, and the way it turns the familiar into something hauntingly otherworldly. The Saboteur is a unique open-world game set in Nazi-occupied Paris during World War II. You play as Sean Devlin, a resistance fighter who takes on the occupation using stealth, sabotage, and explosive tactics. The game's standout feature is its use of color. Occupied areas are depicted in black and white, while liberated sections burst into vibrant color, visually representing hope and freedom. The gameplay is a mix of stealth, action, and racing as you blow up Nazi installations, race through the streets of Paris, and climb iconic landmarks. The Saboteur captures the tension and thrill of being an underground operative, with a sense of style and flair that few games manage to pull off. It's an underrated title that blends history and adventure in a way that's both fun and memorable.
They're making a run for it.
Far Cry Primal. This is a game that you don't hear much about, despite being an extremely good entry in the franchise. It takes the classic Far Cry formula and transports it to the Stone Age, offering a unique twist on the open-world genre. You play as Takar, a hunter trying to unite his tribe and survive in a world overrun by dangerous wildlife and rival tribes. The game's scenery is stunning, with lush forests, snowy mountains, and vast plains full of prehistoric creatures. This all makes Far Cry Primal very unique. The gameplay focuses on survival, raising and taming animals to aid in your battles. The Stone Age setting forces you to rely on primitive weapons like spears and bows, making combat feel raw and visceral. Far Cry Primal finds its appeal with a unique setting and emphasis on survival that make it a refreshing take on the series. Some say it's underrated, others overhated. What do you think? Saints Row 4 takes the open-world genre and cranks it up to absurd levels of fun, offering a superhero parody wrapped in a citywide sandbox. You play as the President of the United States who gains superpowers after an alien invasion, allowing you to leap over buildings, run faster than cars, and take down foes with mind-bending abilities. The game's humor is over the top, filled with crazy missions, bizarre weapons, and a storyline that doesn't take itself too seriously. Despite the chaotic nature, The game's controls are tight, and the superpowers feel satisfying to use, making exploration and combat a blast. The city is packed with activities, collectibles, and challenges that keep you entertained for hours. Saints Row 4 is a game that embraces its silliness, offering a break from more serious, open-world titles with pure, unadulterated fun. Sleeping Dogs takes you to the bustling streets of Hong Kong, where you play as Wei Shen, an undercover cop tasked with infiltrating the city's dangerous triads. The game's setting is vibrant and alive, with a mix of neon lights, busy markets, and quiet back alleys that make Hong Kong feel real and immersive. The game's standout feature is its melee combat system, inspired by martial arts, which allows you to use the environment to take down enemies in stylish ways. In addition to its intense combat, Sleeping Dogs offers a gripping story filled with loyalty, betrayal, and the struggle of maintaining your cover while getting deeper into the criminal world. The game's open world is packed with side missions, street races, and collectibles that make exploring Hong Kong a joy. Sleeping Dogs might not have gotten the attention it deserved at launch, but it's a gem that stands out for its strong narrative and engaging gameplay. Red Faction Guerrilla redefined destruction in open-world games with its revolutionary geomod engine, allowing you to demolish virtually any structure on Mars. You play as Alec Mason, a miner-turned-freedom fighter, leading a rebellion against the oppressive Earth Defense Force. The game's open world is a sprawling, dusty landscape filled with military installations, outposts, and bridges, each of which you can bring down with a well-placed explosive. The standout feature is the destruction itself, which isn't just a visual spectacle, but a core part of the gameplay, offering tactical advantages during missions. Combat is fast-paced and chaotic, encouraging you to use the environment to your advantage. Red Faction Guerrilla is a game that takes the open-world genre and flips it on its head, focusing on player creativity and destruction like no other game before it. Immortals Fenyx Rising is a whimsical, open-world adventure set in a colorful world inspired by Greek mythology. You play as Fenyx, a mortal who must save the gods from a terrible curse. The game's vibrant art style, humorous writing, and lighthearted tone set it apart from other open-world RPGs, while still offering a challenging experience. The world is filled with puzzles, mythical creatures, and secrets waiting to be discovered. Combat is fluid and fast-paced, with a variety of weapons and abilities that allow you to chain together impressive combos. Exploration is a joy, thanks to the game's emphasis on verticality, gliding, and climbing. Immortals Fenyx Rising is a delightful surprise for fans of open-world games, offering a fun, family-friendly take on the genre without sacrificing depth or quality. Generation Zero is a unique blend of survival and exploration, set in an alternate 1980s Sweden, where you must face off against hostile machines that have taken over the countryside. The game's setting is beautiful yet eerie, with abandoned villages, dense forests, and snowy landscapes that create an atmosphere of isolation and tension. You play as a group of teens who must scavenge, craft, and strategize to survive in this open world filled with mechanical threats. The game features a very good variety of weapons. The best part is the impact that the weapons have on enemies. When you hit an enemy with a missile, or even shoot an enemy hundreds of meters away, you can almost feel the damage you've done as you see chunks of their armor shed and sparks fly when you hit their weak points. Generation Zero focuses heavily on cooperative play, allowing you to team up with friends to take down massive machines using guerrilla tactics. The world is rich in secrets and traditions, encouraging exploration and teamwork. L.A. Noire is a detective game like no other, combining open-world exploration with investigative gameplay that puts you in the shoes of Cole Phelps, a rising detective in 1940s Los Angeles. The game's recreation of post-war L.A. is stunning, with detailed streets, period-accurate cars, and a noir atmosphere that captures the era's dark and glamorous side. What sets L.A. Noire apart is its facial animation technology, which allows you to read characters' expressions during interrogations, adding a unique layer of realism and challenge. The gameplay focuses on solving crimes, piecing together clues, and making tough moral decisions that affect the story. Each case feels like its own self-contained narrative, with twists and turns that keep you hooked. The city is alive with side missions, collectibles, and random events that make exploring a joy. L.A. Noire is a game that blends storytelling, detective work, and open-world exploration into a polished package, making it a true gem for fans of crime dramas and period settings.
Show me your hands.
If you liked this list and want to see more games, watch now the 20 single-player games that everyone should try at least once. But don't forget to subscribe so you always stay updated when new videos come out.